Welcome, my friend, to the Bone Zone. Here, you are welcome to listen to my words of wisdom and subscribe to become enlightened. Today, we continue our journey through the Schneiderverse with his most musical show, Victorious. Now, strap in, and get ready because the Bone Zone is engaged. Victorious came at a peculiar time in children's programming as Nickelodeon was trying to capitalize on the musical market that Disney had set up with High School Musical, Hannah Montana, and Camp Rock. From 2009 to 2014, Nickelodeon released shows like Big Time Rush, How to Rock, and Victorious, along with one musical film that I could find, Rags. Obviously, they didn't come close to the success of these gifts from God, but it doesn't mean that they were flops. Now, How to Rock only lasted one season, so that is a flop, but Rags was a slapfest, and Big Time Rush is the best boy band of all time. And then there's Victorious, which we are talking about today. Now, unlike last video, I'm not talking about each season as I feel it wouldn't add much to the video and would drag on. So, yeah. One thing about Victorious and Dan Schneider shows as a whole is they establish a very desirable setting in their shows. Everybody wanted to have Drake and Josh's room or live in Carly's apartment or to attend PCA, and everyone wanted to go to Hollywood Arts. Now, I don't think Hollywood Arts compares to PCA in terms of scale, but I'd argue it's better because it, at least to me, is more realistic than PCA. And let's be real, these kids' parents must have money out the ass in order to afford boarding schools like this. For Hollywood Arts though, you just have to have some form of talent. Now, personally, I wouldn't make it into this because my only talent is my ability to rap the fast part of Look at Me Now by Chris Brown featuring Lil Wayne and Busta Rhymes. Let's go! Cause I'm feeling like running and I feel like I gotta get away, but I know that I don't and I won't ever stop cause you know gonna win every day that goes. Oh, just know that you would never flop me. And I know that gonna be a little cocky. Oh, you ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I'm gonna liquid will be gonna go there, gotta blow, gotta show that then we don't learn everything and then what'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? Look at that. What'd I tell you? Regardless, Hollywood Arts looks like everything that your high school and my high school isn't. Colorful, fun, clean, with an absence of hot Cheeto girls, and there's also no creepy teachers. Abnormal ones? No doubt. But creepy? No. Now that I'm miserable about going to such an inferior high school, I'm gonna give a synopsis of the show that I know you don't need, but I will give it to you anyway, pause, because it's the polite thing to do, my audience. Victorious is about Tori and her friends Andre, Beck, Jade, Kat, Robbie, and his puppet Rex. Also Trina, her obnoxious sister, as they go about their lives at Hollywood Arts, as they sing, dance, act, and assault their way through high school. Now, was that so bad? That's what I thought. Let's continue. Right off the bat, you can tell that this show is built different, as it's much more tailored and relatable to teenagers. As part of the Teen Nick run of shows, there's little to no morale moments, and humor can easily fly over people's heads.
I've always gotten A's in music. How does a person go from an A to a D?
Happened to me in 8th grade.
Situations like relationship drama feels much more real than the one-off dates of Zoe 101, like my guy Danny and this girl whose name I forget. Focusing on the humor, this show might have some of the best running gags of any Nick show. Something as simple as Jade screaming no still gets a chuckle out of this big boy. My personal favorites consist of Feminine Robbie.
Why have I been put on the girls' side of this prison? I'm clearly a boy.
Prove it.
I'll stay on the girls' side.
Kat's brother.
Why did your brother have a bag of fake feet in the trunk of his car? I'm not gonna lie, my brother's pretty weird.
And by far the best is Andre's grandma.
I don't have my driver's license.
There's also another running gag in the show. I wouldn't consider it a gag because it's not necessarily a joke, but the song Okay by Backhouse Mike makes some appearances with Jade singing them throughout the show, and you actually might recognize it from Zoe 101.
Filter my eyes from the sun and wait for the birds to fly by. To my eyes from the sun and wait for the birds to fly by.
Also, I think this is an N-word joke, but with puppets, so I thought that was kind of funny too when I was watching it.
Nobody ever suspects the puppet.
I thought you hated that word.
It's okay if I say it.
It also feels like each character has their own uniqueness that allows for each of them to have their own signature funny moments. Kat's clueless, Beck is very down to earth, Jade is intense, Robbie is a punching bag, Rex is Rex, Trina is just awful, Andre is honest and occasionally wants all the smoke, and though he's a side character, Sinjin is just the best. Oh, I missed someone? Nah, I think I got everyone. Yeah, I got everyone. So let's go on. Things get even better with what I like to call combos, such as Jade and Beck, Jade and Kat, Andre and Tori, and Kat and Robbie. The characters mesh so well with each other, it makes each interaction feel like you're just in the room watching them. Speaking of the characters, it's time to talk about them individually. Damn. Call me Paul Blart with that segue. That was nice. Okay. Now, I'm gonna start with Beck because I have the least to say about him. The reason I have the least to say about Beck is because out of the main cast, I feel he has the smallest impact. I mean, he misses a handful of episodes and I didn't even notice. But as a character, Beck is fine. He has good moments like his arguments with Jade.
Hey, if we're gonna keep talking about Tori's phone, could someone please take me to a car door so I can slam my face in it?
I have a car.
Oh.
And the letdown that was Tech, Tori, and Beck. But one thing I do like about him is that they stick him with a girlfriend. Because usually the good-looking guy of the group has a handful of dates, cycling girlfriends, and you never really get like a sit-down girlfriend that's throughout the show. But instead, they stick him with the closest thing we have to a villain in this show, and also his polar opposite, and let him be really the only one that can reel her in and keep her from killing these fools. Some good Beck moments is the arguments with Jade and the anti-date with Tori. Naturally with Beck, you also think of Jade. With Jade, she's not your average mean girl, emo-looking girl in the group. She doesn't have an inner conflict or home issues. She's just a girl who likes the darker things in life and has temper issues. Oh boy, does she have temper issues.
Yay, we're hanging out together.
But I must say, she delivers some of the best roast. No. She delivers the best roast in this show, bar none. Like, she's snippy, she's aggressive, she's awesome.
Hey, that new top? Oh, yeah. Yikes.
What up with the disco?
I'm sorry, I hit the wrong thing.
No! 15 years ago, your mother gave birth to the wrong thing!
Except when she's not. Like in the freaking episode where she keeps trying to take Tori's blood and, like, kills her. That's kind of messed up. No one really even talks about it. But, yeah. I would also like to say, and I don't think this is a hot take, but she is a top 3 singer in this show. We obviously know who number 1 is, but I'm conflicted between her and Andre. But the one thing I do like throughout the show is the growth that Jade goes on with, Tori going from frenemies, or rather enemies to frenemies when she sees Tori respect the girl code and not smack on her boyfriend. But the best relationship that Jade has is with Kat. As polar opposites, the care that Jade shows Kat, with one exception when she shaves her eyebrows, is unmatched by pretty much anyone else in the show. It seems as though Kat is the only one that Jade considers a friend in the show, besides Andre, of course.
We fight so much, even our friends don't want us around.
Tori's not my friend. I only tolerate Robbie. No one likes Trina, and Kat's basically a pet.
But yeah, no, Jade's probably top 3 character. Best Jade moments are the eyebrows and clowning on Trina's near-death experience. Taking a break from the main boys and girls of the show, we go to the least talented person to ever step foot into Hollywood arts. Tarney Vega.
Chicago! Chicago!
I honestly don't think there's another character with the self-awareness as Trina Vega. Like, in all of TV, I've never seen anyone not, realize that no one likes her. No matter how much she hears it.
Why did you invite me here? We did.
You invited yourself.
No one likes you.
Throughout the show, she just pesters and assaults her way into the group, and, besides the fact that she's the most annoying character, it is on purpose, so you gotta respect it. And she does have some pretty nice moments, like the sabotage episode and the pizza delivery. Trina is low-key funniest character in the show. Probably second funniest to my guy Sinjin, but she's pretty hilarious. Come on, guys. Go back to the squad.
Robberazzi, starring Robbie Shapiro.
Robbie is the undisputed punching bag of the show. From wearing male makeup to his obsession with the pear pad, there's nothing Robbie does that goes without getting made fun of. One thing I do love about Robbie throughout the show is his development with Kat. And unfortunately the show ends before it can progress, but we do get a nice smooch. I also like how Robbie is technically one of the popular kids, but he's disrespected by literally everyone, including Sinjin.
Wait, I'm doing a rehearsal of the show tomorrow night for the guy who runs Game Goober.
Harvey Gubenstein?
Yup. And I want all you guys to come. Even Robbie.
Not a chance.
And, my man just gets no respect. And he's probably the second best songwriter on the show. No, he's the best. You cannot tell me that Broken Glass and I Think You're Swell don't slap more than any garbage that Andre's written. Please, get out of my face. With Robbie, naturally comes Rex. In the Nick Throwback with Matt Bennett, it's actually revealed that Rex is a manifestation of Robbie and how he actually feels in those situations. But again, I don't think it's much of a hot take when I say that Rex is probably the funniest of the maiden squad.
One time! I cried one time!
6.
6 times!
Do you have Batman's phone number?
No!
Then how we gonna call Batman?
Don't hate me because I'm lucky and pretty.
Then can we hate you because you're conceited and untalented?
I would say if I'm ranking them, right? It probably goes Sinjin, Rex, and then maybe Trina, and then after that I don't really care. I think Andre's in there maybe, but regardless. From his brutal honesty to his obsession with Northridge girls. Actually, side note, am I the only one who thought Northridge was fake? Cause I'm from the East Coast, and I did not know that Northridge was real. I thought it was just a made-up place. Anyway, Rex gets shafted a little bit in season 3 as he appears way less, which I like to think is due to Robbie becoming his own person, but whatever. But the last thing is that prototype of Rex is a thing of nightmares. Look at that thing. It's cat. Kat is interesting as she's the only character to get a noticeable change between seasons 1 and 2, as her character in season 1 was, a tad more mature and, also got offended at everything.
Oh, thanks. My name's Kat. Like the animal. What's that supposed to mean?
Which is actually a lot like a character from Moody's Point. I don't remember her name particularly, but I will show a clip.
I have to get Moody the perfect birthday present.
What's that supposed to mean?
What?
Well, I have a birthday too, you know.
Yeah, in 7 months.
You're so hurtful.
And it as you can see, it goes down to the catchphrase. But like I said earlier, I love the relationship that Kat holds with Jade and Robbie, but I'm not going to go over it again because that's repetitive. But what I will say is that Kat doesn't get nearly the amount of solos that she deserves. Kat, however, does do something interesting for me. It's not as creepy as it sounds. She defies a mold that I found very unlikable, or find rather. And it's the dumb character. In almost every show, there's a dumb character, and in most cases, I can't stand them. But for some reason, I don't feel the same way about Kat. Yeah, Kat's not very smart, but it's not in an obnoxious way. It's more like she's a child, and she's too innocent for her own good. Whereas a normal dumb character would do something dumb that makes me angry because it just makes absolutely no sense. When Kat makes a mistake, it's usually just because she's confused and low-key a child.
How long are you gonna wait on hold?
I don't mind waiting, I swear. I love every song they're playing.
You're not even on the phone. You're listening to music from your playlist.
Man, Sinjin. What a weirdo, huh?
But the best thing about Kat's character, or rather that comes with Kat's character, is the mystery of her brother. He is mentioned throughout the entire show to be this insane boy who's too dangerous to be around. He even gets put in an institution. But yet we never see him, and the closest idea that we get to how he looks is in one scene from Henry Danger. And it's not even confirmed.
I used to hang out with Frankini's sister, but that's a long story.
I'm gonna take a little break and give you a short little tidbit about my favorite character, Sinjin. Sinjin is the best. He's weird.
I bet that soda felt disgusted and ashamed.
What does it mean to be a woman?
Except when he's not.
Hey, I have an announcement.
Is it about the new Pearphone XT?
No, sit down.
He's hilarious all the time.
Oh, yo, what do you know?
Oh my god.
He's amazing. The dude gets his feet bleached. He hangs out with Burf, who's also really good but doesn't get introduced until season 3. This man, anytime he's on screen, it is a laugh out loud moment, I promise you. Now it's time for the GOAT, Andre. Andre is the most unproblematic character in the show. Well, I would say second most unproblematic, because Beck really doesn't do anything. But Andre is the most unproblematic character in the show, who appears in every single damn episode. Andre is just the guy. He helps everyone with their problems. He helps convince Tori to stay in Hollywood Arts, which is questionable because, Tori. And he's built to take all the smoke.
There's more applause than that.
Just sit down.
I'll sit you down.
I honestly think Andre is the most complete character. He has great moments. He does kind of have like the, random girlfriend thing. But, all his girlfriends are kind of unique. Kiko, you never see her, but that's a moment. Hilarious. That girl who keeps sucking on his face. I'm lonely. And And who's the other one? The one that was just like a total ass and then got crushed by a pillar or something. She sucked. But anyway, Andre's even in most of the songs, which he even writes. He doesn't cause issues, and he lightens the tension 90% of the time. Granted, it's not in a way that, you know, who he's lightening it for would like, but it's a tension lightener nonetheless. And yet again, he wants all the smoke.
What you do?
None of your stupid business.
He is also equipped with the best running gag, as stated before, with his grandma.
I can't find my contact lens.
Grandma, you don't wear contacts.
Then where are my glasses? They're on your face. Was I talking to you? I don't think I was.
And, you know, Andre's just great. The best episodes with Andre are the Diddley Pops and Jay's Gets Crushed. I will say there's not much development for Andre, but you can't give XP to a 99 overall. So, now before I talk about Tori, I'd like to say I don't hate her nearly as much. Hell, I don't even hate her at all. I wouldn't say I like her, but, you know, I don't hate her. And so don't expect me to go into her like I did with Zoe in the last video. If you didn't watch the last video, then it doesn't matter, but you should, because I need views. I need views. I need views, my guy. Get me views, please. But let's continue. One thing that's interesting about Victorious is that during casting, it was considered the Victoria Justice show. The reason for this was because Nickelodeon had signed Victoria Justice to a talent deal, which basically meant that they owned her career. Now, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that they bet on the wrong Nickelodeon star, but that's just me. But back to Tori. I'm not gonna avoid the obvious. She's not the best singer or character, and she shouldn't have been the one to go platinum. But she is the lead character, so I don't really expect any less. And I understand why she gets the most songs, because she's the lead character. But I will say, she is a very annoying character when it comes to her issues. The first episode that comes to mind, and yours as well, is probably the bird scene. Literally the second episode of the series, and she's already on our nerves. It's not enough that she won't stop bitching about the bird scene, but she's also bitching about her stupid locker. Like, it's not that hard to decorate a locker. If band kids can do it for each other's birthdays in a regular high school, then so can you. Another irritating thing is her disregard for her friends' pleas to stop. Again, in the fourth episode in the series, I'ma say she's probably been in that school for maybe a month, and she's already getting her friends fired from career opportunities. Even after Beck asked her to stop correcting the star of the movie, she continues. And also, not really a point, but in this season 3 episode, I cannot agree with Rex more.
Oh, if I buy another GX, they're gonna announce the XT the next day, and then everyone will have a new XT and all this stuff with the stupid GX.
I'm so sick of hearing that.
Now, I'm gonna say some stuff I like about her. She is not nearly as bad of a singer as people says she is. Is she the best? No, not at all. Not even top 3. But she makes a strong case for number 4, especially since Robbie doesn't really sing and neither does Beck, but I think that number 4 is locked up, maybe. Also, and lastly, I know it's only 2 things, but her friendship with Andre gives us some great moments in songs. Now I know it's not a lot, but when they're on stage together, their songs are really good. With Andre's backup vocals, though, I think he should be the focus, like in Song to You, because he has a really good voice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. They're like, that's 2 things. Not a lot, but like I said, she's not my favorite character. I don't really even like her, but I don't hate her. I'm kind of indifferent towards her. So, that's it. The final thing about this show that I will talk about is the songs. Now, when I say this show slaps like Vasily, I think, last name, famous slap fighter from Russia, that's why I can't pronounce his name, I mean it. I swear, every song in this show is a banger. And that includes Broken Glass, which for some reason isn't available in the US. What is that? I don't get it. But the best part about each song is they sound pretty different, and the different styles of singing between the characters. You know, Liz has a nice, I don't know, I'm not a music critic, so I can't really critique people's voices. I just know that they sound different. So I think that their combination of voices really makes a song better, and it doesn't really make it feel overwhelming. And like I said, I'm not a song critic, so I can't really say much more about these songs and how they make me feel, but I can give you my top 10 in no particular order with one honorable mention. So I guess top 11. I don't know why I didn't just say top 11. Fucking idiot. Countdown. Jammin' Love Song. Song 2. Another Jammin' Love Song. All I Want Is Everything. It's just a really good banger. You Don't Know Me. Honestly, probably the best song sung by Liz Gillies. And it's just her too, so that's really cool. I Want You Back. Really good cover song. One of the best cover songs I've heard. Faster Than Boys. No one's faster than me, but you could be faster than the other boys, loser. Give It Up. By far the best song vocally, and I'm not saying that because Tori isn't in it, though that might be a reason. Sorry. Take a Hint. Best Friend's Brother, and Tell Me That You Love Me. And the honorable mention, or the 11th, because I'm an idiot, is Begging on Your Knees. Honestly, I didn't think that this show was going to be better than Zoe 101, but it was. By a lot. The lack of behind the scenes drama definitely helped, but it's also funnier, the cast has better chemistry, and they're better actors as a whole. The music is slaps. It slaps, it slaps, it slaps. It's probably, I would say, one of the best Nickelodeon music. It's one of the best musical shows of all time. And I'm including Glee and all those bitch ass shows. So yeah, move out the way. It's honestly really disappointing that this show ended so soon. Because, you know, it was just kind of hitting a stride where a lot of stuff was coming together. Beck and Jade got back together. Kat and Robbie, something was bound to happen with that. And, you know, who knows what would have happened with Victoria damn, I keep saying Victoria. Maybe I haven't said it when I'm recording, but I keep saying it in my mistakes. But with Tori and Andre. But I wouldn't lose total hope because various cast members like Liz Gillies, Leon Thomas, and Matt Bennett have all said they think there should be a definitive finale, so mayhaps there might be one. Now, the next video I'm doing is Drake and Josh, so be on the lookout for that next week. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Don't, let me think. Don't wear shoes without socks if you're doing an athletic activity. The soles will stick to the bottom of your sweaty feet, and then you'll have to jam them back in. Yep, goodbye.